Helen was 71. Every morning, she began her day with 2 boiled eggs and a cup of tea. She'd been doing it for years. It was her little ritual, her comfort, her health secret. She believed eggs gave her the energy to stay strong, to walk, to feel alive. But one Tuesday morning, something felt off. She woke up, dizzy. Her stomach churned. By noon, she was weak, shaking, and her husband rushed her to the emergency room. The diagnosis left her stunned. The very food she thought was keeping her healthy had made her dangerously ill. Not because eggs are bad, but because of how she'd been handling them. Before you eat another egg, you need to hear this. Because there are 7 deadly mistakes people make with eggs every single day, and for seniors, they can mean the difference between strong muscles and a hospital bed. Stay with me until the end, because the last mistake is the one most people make without even realizing it, and it's the most dangerous of all. Mistake number 1. Runny eggs. Let's talk about a breakfast habit that seems harmless, but can quietly put your health at risk: eating runny eggs. That soft, golden yolk may look delicious, but beneath its smooth surface can hide a dangerous intruder called Salmonella enteritidis. What makes this bacteria so tricky is that it doesn't just sit on the shell. It can actually infect the egg from the inside while it's still forming inside the hen. So even if your egg looks spotless and smells fine, it can still carry harmful bacteria deep within. For younger people, a mild infection might only cause a few uncomfortable days of stomach cramps and fatigue. But for older adults, especially those with weaker immune systems and reduced stomach acid, the risk is far more serious. Their bodies can't destroy harmful bacteria as quickly, which means a simple breakfast mistake could lead to dangerous dehydration, bloodstream infections, or even sepsis. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that Salmonella sends more than 23,000 people to the hospital every year, and seniors make up a large portion of those cases. The truth is, a runny yolk just doesn't get hot enough to destroy bacteria. Every soft-boiled or lightly fried egg becomes a small but real risk. The good news? You have the power to fix it. Cook your eggs until both the white and the yolk are fully firm. That temperature ensures any bacteria are gone for good. And if you truly love the taste of a soft yolk, choose pasteurized eggs. They've been gently heated to kill bacteria while keeping their texture intact. You don't have to give up eggs to stay safe. Just a small shift in how you cook them can protect your health, your strength, and your peace of mind. Mistake number 2. Storing eggs near strong foods. Most people look at an egg and see a smooth, solid shell, but in reality, it's anything but sealed. Every single eggshell is covered with nearly 17,000 microscopic pores, tiny openings that let air and moisture pass through. These pores are nature's way of allowing a developing chick inside to breathe. But for us, that same design creates a hidden vulnerability. Because of these pores, eggs are constantly interacting with the air around them. Whatever is nearby in your refrigerator, whether it's the sharp scent of onions, the pungent aroma of garlic, or the lingering odor of raw fish, doesn't just stay outside. Those smells, gases, and even tiny moisture particles carrying bacteria can move right through the shell and into the egg itself. It's almost as if your eggs are breathing in their surroundings. The problem is, what they breathe in can change their flavor, reduce their freshness, and even affect their safety. And it doesn't stop there. Those same sulfur compounds from foods like garlic and onions can degrade delicate nutrients inside the egg, such as vitamin A and lutein, which are essential for protecting your eyes and brain health as you age. So, when you think of an egg, don't imagine a hard, sealed capsule. Picture it as a living, breathing food that absorbs what's around it. That's why it's so important to store eggs in their original carton, away from strong-smelling foods, and in the coldest part of your refrigerator. Protecting those microscopic pores means protecting your nutrition, your taste, and your health. Mistake number 3. Reheating boiled eggs in microwave. Here's a kitchen habit that seems completely harmless but can turn dangerous in an instant: reheating boiled eggs in the microwave. Many people do it without thinking, especially when rushing through breakfast. You just grab a cold egg from the fridge, pop it in for a quick warm-up, and wait a few seconds. But what happens inside that shell is something most people never imagine. When an egg has already been boiled, its structure changes. The egg white and yolk form a sealed environment that traps moisture within. When you place that egg in the microwave, the water molecules inside start heating unevenly, turning into steam faster than they can escape. Because the shell and the egg's inner membranes act like a pressure cooker, the steam has nowhere to go. In just seconds, that trapped pressure can build until it bursts, sometimes in your hand, sometimes on your plate, or, in the worst cases, right as you take a bite. The result? A sudden explosion of scalding egg, capable of causing painful burns, eye injuries, or even lasting scars. It's what many food scientists refer to as a silent bomb. Quiet, invisible, but potentially severe. Slow-motion videos have captured this dramatic reaction, showing eggs literally bursting open from the intense internal pressure. But the risk doesn't end with explosions. Microwaving can also change the structure of egg proteins, making them rubbery and harder for your body to digest. For older adults, who naturally have lower stomach acid and slower digestion, that means more bloating, discomfort, and reduced nutrient absorption. The safe solution is simple and much gentler on both your body and your breakfast. If you want your boiled eggs warm, skip the microwave entirely. Instead, place the peeled egg in a bowl of hot water for a few minutes or warm it slowly in a pan over low heat. These methods reheat evenly, preserve texture, and keep your eggs and your hands perfectly safe. Mistake number 4: washing eggs before. Every egg that comes from a healthy hen is naturally coated with an invisible layer of protection called the cuticle, also known as the bloom. This thin, waxy coating is one of nature's most remarkable defenses. It seals the tiny pores on the eggshell, preventing bacteria, moisture, and dirt from sneaking inside. Think of it as the egg's built-in armor, a biological shield that keeps it safe, fresh, and clean from the inside out. But here's where many well-meaning people go wrong. The moment you wash an egg, especially under warm running water, you strip away that protective cuticle. Without it, those thousands of microscopic pores open up like tiny doorways, allowing bacteria to enter freely. What might have been a perfectly safe egg just seconds ago can quickly become vulnerable to contamination, even while sitting quietly in your refrigerator. This isn't just theory, it's proven science. A landmark study published in Poultry Science in the year 2011 found that eggs washed before storage were 10 times more likely to test positive for Salmonella contamination than those left unwashed. That's a staggering difference, and it highlights how a simple act meant to make your food cleaner can actually make it more dangerous. So, what's the safest approach? Never wash your eggs before storing them. Keep them in their original carton, which acts as a protective barrier against moisture and odor. If an egg looks dirty, simply wipe it gently with a dry or slightly damp cloth right before you cook it, not before you refrigerate it. By preserving that natural cuticle, you keep the egg's defense system intact and dramatically lower your risk of bacterial infection. Sometimes, the best way to stay safe is to let nature do the work it was designed to do. Mistake number 5: cooking in scratched Teflon pans. Here's a hidden danger sitting right in the middle of your kitchen, your favorite non-stick pan. It's the one you probably use every morning to fry an egg without oil, thinking it's the healthier choice. But if that pan is scratched or worn down, it could be quietly poisoning your breakfast. Most non-stick pans are coated with chemicals known as PFAS, short for per, and polyfluoroalkyl substances. These are often called forever chemicals because they never fully break down in the environment or inside the human body. When a non-stick pan gets scratched or overheated, tiny flakes and vapors from that coating can leach into your food. Each time you cook, microscopic bits of those compounds, and even particles similar to microplastics can end up right on your plate. The real danger is how these chemicals behave once inside your body. They don't simply pass through. They build up over time. Studies have linked PFAS exposure to a range of health problems, including thyroid imbalances, liver stress, immune suppression, hormonal disruption, and even certain types of cancer. For older adults, whose livers and kidneys may already work a little slower, the effects can accumulate even faster. What seems like a harmless habit, cooking an egg on a scratched pan, becomes a daily dose of toxins you never meant to take. But the good news is, you have safe alternatives that don't sacrifice convenience. If your nonstick pan is scratched, it's time to let it go. Replace it with stainless steel, cast iron, or ceramic cookware. These options are durable, naturally non-stick when properly seasoned, and completely free from chemical coatings. Your food deserves better. And so do you. The simple act of changing your pan can instantly make your kitchen safer, your meals cleaner, and your mornings genuinely healthier. Mistake number 6, only eating whites. Here's a mistake that millions of people still make, all because of old nutrition myths, tossing out the yolk and eating only the whites. It might seem like a healthy choice, especially if you've been told for years that yolks are bad for cholesterol. But the truth is, when you throw away the yolk, you're throwing away the very part of the egg that your brain and body need most. Nearly 90% of an egg's nutrients live in the yolk. That's where you'll find vitamin D for strong bones, lutein and zeaxanthin for clear vision, choline for sharp memory and focus, and omega-3 fatty acids for heart and brain health. These nutrients aren't just nice to have, they're essential for maintaining muscle strength, protecting your eyes from age-related decline, and keeping your mind alert as you get older. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition in the year 2017 revealed that seniors who consumed whole eggs instead of just the whites had about 30% higher levels of choline and lutein in their blood. These nutrients are key to better cognitive function and slower vision loss. That's a big difference made by something as simple as keeping the yolk. And what about cholesterol? That fear is outdated. The American Heart Association reviewed decades of research in the year 2018 and confirmed that for most healthy adults, including seniors, eating up to one whole egg each day does not increase heart disease risk. In fact, the nutrients in the yolk help balance cholesterol production and support overall heart health. So, instead of avoiding the yolk, embrace it in moderation. It's nature's perfect nutrient package, designed to nourish both body and brain. The whites give you protein, but the yolk gives you life, the real power that supports your memory, your energy, and your longevity. Mistake number 7, using expired or cracked eggs. This final mistake may seem small, but it's the most dangerous of all, using expired or cracked eggs. Many people look at an egg and think, it looks fine, it doesn't smell bad, it must be safe. But what you can't see is what's happening on the microscopic level. Once an eggshell cracks, even slightly, or sits too long past its expiration date, it loses its natural protective coating, that invisible layer called the cuticle, or bloom, that seals the pores on the shell. Without it, bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella can easily slip through and multiply inside, turning what appears to be a harmless breakfast into a dangerous breeding ground for infection. This isn't rare. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, contaminated eggs are responsible for nearly 79,000 cases of foodborne illness every year, along with about 30 deaths, and seniors make up a large portion of those severe cases. That's because aging bodies produce less stomach acid and have weaker immune defenses, giving bacteria a greater chance to spread and cause harm. Even eggs that look perfect can go bad silently over time. As eggs age, gases build up inside, changing their internal structure and allowing microbes to grow. Fortunately, there's an easy way to tell if your eggs are still safe: the simple water float test. Place your egg in a bowl or glass of water. If it sinks and lays flat at the bottom, it's fresh. If it stands upright or floats to the top, gases have formed inside, meaning the egg is old or spoiled and should be discarded immediately. The solution couldn't be simpler. Always check expiration dates and never take chances with cracked eggs. Throw them out the moment you spot damage. The few cents saved aren't worth the risk of food poisoning, dehydration, or hospitalization. Protect your health by trusting nature's rule. When in doubt, throw it out. Eggs are one of nature's most powerful superfoods, rich in protein, vitamins, and essential nutrients that strengthen your heart, fuel your brain, and maintain muscle health. But their benefits only work in your favor when you handle them the right way. A single, careless mistake like eating them undercooked, storing them improperly, or ignoring a small crack can undo everything good they offer. Your health is your freedom, your independence, and your greatest investment. Protect it by making small, smart choices in your kitchen every day. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button, share it with your parents or grandparents, and subscribe for more life-saving health tips. Because sometimes, the most powerful change doesn't come from medicine. It comes from knowledge, awareness, and the decision to care for your body the right way.